Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Today I've got another weekly planning routine video, so we are going to be getting all set up for the week ahead, which is the week of May 1st. First week in May. I love it when the month starts on a Monday. It's just too perfect. So I have my Moxie Life Quarterly Companion Notebooks right here. That's where we're going to be getting started. We'll be breaking down my May goals for the week ahead into my weekly action items. Then we will be getting my weekly overview set up. This week I will be using the Plum Paper Vertical Priorities Planner, and I have this really cute journaling kit from Sadie stickers picked out. This kit is called Free. It is a 2-page journaling kit, and I thought it matched super well with the May colorway here. This is the modern color scheme from Plum Paper, and I just thought that all went together so perfectly. So we're really gonna lean into the yellows here. I actually love yellow, so I'm really excited for this. And then we can finish up by setting up Monday in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. So if all of that sounds good to you, you can stay tuned. I'm gonna jump in with my Moxie Life. These are my May goals. This video is already up if you haven't seen it yet. And I'm not gonna do reflections from last week because I just did the monthly reflections for April and I'm ready to dive in with my new goals. I don't usually, in general, I go pretty light on reflections for the last week of the month. So this, as I said, is the week of May 1st to 7th. And I believe it is week 18, but I've also been trying to go a little bit lighter with reflections lately anyways, just was feeling kind of burnt out on them. So I will still set this up, but I'm gonna stick with that little 3 buckets of reflections that I've been doing, where I just say 1 good thing, 1 not so good thing, and 1 area to focus on for the following week. I feel like I actually have no idea schedule-wise what's going on this week. There's nothing like too crazy going on, and I don't think it should be too busy or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I should know because I literally just did my monthly calendar like yesterday, so I feel like I should know, but I for some reason don't. All right, so that is the reflections set up. I just took a quick glance at my calendar, and this week is teacher appreciation. So we are gonna start in spiritual and personal growth, which is a category that I use for mindset goals and for volunteering. And I have some volunteering obligations this week, which is why we're gonna start there. So I am the treasurer for our public schools PTA, where my oldest is a 1st grader. And I, not because I'm the treasurer, but because I volunteered to do it, I'm in charge of the teacher appreciation gifts for all of the specials teachers, since the specials teachers don't have room parents to coordinate that. So I have all of the gifts already. I just need to assemble them and then drop them off to another mom who's on the PTA with me. Then I am also a room parent at the preschool, and I need to finish collecting gifts and cards for that to also drop off those gifts. The preschool ones will get dropped. Well, I'll take them to preschool with me on Friday, and then the PTA ones, I need to get them to the other parent by Thursday so that she can bring them to the school on Friday. That was a nice, easy place to start. I always find it so much easier to start with something with a deadline or like a concrete task or something that's like very fixed going on. So I'm gonna jump down to work and learning, where I am back writing for the first time in probably like almost 2 months, because I've been working on that consulting project. So I hadn't been writing for the blog that I usually write for while I was doing that because it was too much. But so I am going to be writing again. So that's exciting. And then also I would like to follow up on some collabs for the channels. Been talking with a couple of planner friends about some potential collabs, and I love getting to do that with other people, so it's really fun. So hopefully we can make some fun stuff happen there. And then the last thing is I started setting up my content planner, but I need to just finish my content planning. By the time this video goes up, I don't know which of these videos will have gone up first, so you may have already seen that plan with me. Okay. So I'm gonna jump down to, I just like missed so hard there. All right, and then for this one, home and physical environment, which is a major priority for us this month. I'm just gonna give myself a couple of things here. I want to get some of the garden stuff, and then I have a bunch of contractor follow-ups, and we'll make the theme projects. And then I am just gonna at the bottom squeeze in one little habit, which is gonna be the daily clean. Trying to really get back. I'm focused on that. I've done like a couple of, I won't say like deep cleans, but like 2 weeks ago when I was putting away groceries, I cleaned the whole freezer because it was really gross, and then I actually just did the same thing to like part of the fridge. I recently did like a full clean of the fridge, but I just wiped out like the fruit and veggie drawers this week. I've been trying to do stuff like that, but also just trying to keep the toy situation under control because it's been a real problem lately. So then we can swing up to finance. I love it. I love how fast my like goals and actions have been coming together lately. It's really nice. So I just 2 things here. One is the month begins, so we're gonna do our regular monthly checks. And then earlier in the year, I was using an Erin Condren budgeting planner for channel finances tracking, and then I kind of forgot about it last month. And so I want to fix it and get that reset up. I mean, if I don't end up like using that, I'm not really using it as much as I thought I would. I don't know. I think finances, I'm very much a paper planner person for like everything except finances. I just think finances are a lot easier to track online. And I ended up building a lot more spreadsheets like related to both my business and to the channel stuff, and found that much more useful like for tax purposes and stuff while I was doing our taxes than the actual budgeting planner. So we'll see. But I would like to stick with this a little bit longer, but I don't know if I'll still be using it at the end of the year. At the beginning, I almost wrote month end, but it's like, so I think of it as month end, but it's at the beginning of the month, so it's not really. I just swung down here. I actually don't know what I want to say there, so I think I'll just finish up with this. Okay, so this is actually, I feel like this is the last weekend I'm gonna need to write this for a really long time, but weekend plans. And the reason that I say that is because our weekends for the rest of May, except for this weekend, are so booked up, like so booked up, and then that leads immediately into beach season, and we don't really make plans on the weekends for beach season so much as our plan is the same every weekend or nearly every weekend, and that's to go to the beach. My parents have a beach house that we go to, which is so amazing and so much fun, but then that becomes our plans for the weekend, so I don't have to work as hard to schedule things in for the weekend because we kind of have pre-built in plans. We have a lot of friends who are also down there with like other kids and stuff, and it's a really good time. I do, the other thing that I need to do this weekend is to finalize the Mother's Day plan and invite the people that have not been invited yet. And then that's it. Oh, I actually also just realized, I'm just gonna jot this down here. My dad was talking about taking the kids to a baseball game, and I'm just realizing that we have, like, because we have so much scheduled, I should probably know when that is and put that on the calendar so that I don't accidentally book something over that, because it's like definitely gonna happen. All right, let's swing up to health and wellness, where we are diving back in with workouts. And then we've also got the bedtime routine. Kids have a doctor's appointment coming up, but not this week. All right. Actually do it, and then I guess I'll swing down to family. That way I can save admin for last. I think I'm just gonna do the 2. I don't have anything like specific going on this week for family stuff, so we can just do the 2 usual routines, the kids' routines and screen time. Just focus on that. And then finally, so I'm gonna make this one new month 2, which I guess that one was month begin, but stay on top of the admin, which is I'm trying to do this week. I've got like a bunch of stuff that I usually do at the beginning of the month. I need to roll the meal planning calendar over. I need to finish up with like all of my journaling stuff, my book log for the month, all of that stuff that I've been having a fun time doing, so I'm not like worried about it happening, but try and get that all done this week as well. This week is not going to be like too intense with work. We are getting back in the swing of things, not as much of a, where like the past 2 weeks I literally haven't really, since I finished the project, I've really done like almost nothing, which has been great, but now it's back to a more regular schedule. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of the focus this week, is just the new month stuff. Wrapping that up, wrapping up all of the regular monthly that has to be done. Those are my weekly actions that came together nice and easy, and now we can jump in to the plum paper and get this all set up. Let's start it here with a little bit of deco. The sidebar section, which is a top bar in this, is always the part that I kind of struggle with the most with this planner. I'm so used to a sidebar, and I do honestly feel like I kind of miss it, but other than that, I like love this planner, and I love having the wider columns. So I do understand that you can't have both. I can't have the wider columns and a sidebar. And the habit tracker is nice because that works really well, but I just don't find that there's like a good natural place to put a weekly to-do list. So let's go. I'm just gonna transfer over some of the habits from my Moxie Life into here, and those will be the ones that I track. And I do think I'm gonna dot marker these ones up. I just wanna add in that little extra pop of color this week. And I do have a green dot marker and a yellow one, both of which match with this pretty well. We are just gonna totally lean into the yellow in the spread. As I said before, I super love yellow. Very underrated color. Okay, so I'm actually gonna assign some of the tasks to the days on the planner in the top sections and see if that helps me need like less space. Then we'll take it from there. So, realize I just used a Moxie marker. I do have that same yellow one from the mild liner. So I used the Moxie marker up here, and then I used the mild liner, and I thought those were closer in color, but they're not. But I actually kind of like the way that looks. I definitely might have to keep that Moxie marker out this week. I usually don't use those anywhere except for in my Moxie Life, but I like the gradient of the yellow. So then this one became a little follow-up category, and my game plan for Monday got all kinds of like green and yellow pens, is to tackle all of the non-financial month-end stuff that I laid out. So I will elaborate on that in my daily duo, but that is the game plan here. I am also, that I could have put in the top section, but I forgot. But I am also just gonna need to do a preschool teacher reminder. And this marker is from Laurel Denise, and it matches super well with the mild liner in terms of the yellow, and it's just a really nice fine tip marker. Then let's schedule the workouts for days where they're most likely to happen, which are Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. Oof, that was rough. Layer this with some green. Then on Wednesday, I don't know what category this is going to be called, but I will do all the financial stuff. And also maybe like a scheduling check. And also maybe work on the school gifts. On Tuesday, we usually also got some kind of activity with the baby. TBD on that. Can also work on the blog, and I will also probably do some filming. I don't have any calls or anything this week. I've had like so many nighttime obligations the past couple of weeks, which I don't have this week. Just kind of pairing these with some florals. Okay. And then on Thursday, maybe we'll try to go to Home Depot. I also need to pick up dry cleaning and the library and drop off those teacher gifts. Okay, so I think that's all that I know for the during the week that I want to plan out specifically. Then Saturday, this is the day we don't have any plans, but Sunday, the whole day is booked. We've got our usual reset, laundry, food, and plan. We'll see if I remember what those stand for, but I think that's cute. Then we've also got activities. So we've got our usual Sunday activities and then also a birthday party. So now I need to figure out how to put in the month. So now I need to figure out how I want to put in the to-do list. And then I also have already done meal planning for the day. So let's see if I can remember it. Yeah, like as I said, this is just not my favorite sidebar situation. Information is there. Bok choy has become a favorite veggie in our house lately. Even the kids kind of like it. So we've been getting that when they have it. And it's been really good. Then on Wednesday I'm buying all of our veggies from like this bulk produce market. So when I say like one specific veggie is a night, sometimes it kind of like gets a little bit mixed because like for example tonight we had zucchini, but I only made half the zucchini, so now I have to like incorporate zucchini through the rest of the week because we don't want any of it to go to waste. So that's just kind of how that's been working lately. It's been working super well though. And then I don't know exactly what we're gonna have on Friday, but it will be with Brussels sprouts. So that is the weekly overview, and we can just wrap up my quickly planning my Monday. So I didn't actually use any of the washies that I pulled out, like the Simply Gilded washies, but I think we're gonna use them this week. Oh, and this green actually goes super well with the colors that I already picked out. Don't you just love it when that happens? We'll go with the Suns. I love that butterfly washi. It's my favorite, but that butterfly washi is, the green in that is like very different from the green that's in the planner. And I think it's a little clashy. You can always, because it's literally 2 lines, I can always cover it if I want to use it. This is a very bold washi. I've always thought that. This one is a little bit harder to work with. It's really pretty, but it's very bold. Also, the weather this week is supposed to be awful. It's like raining all week, not super warm. So this definitely does not match the vibe of the week, but hopefully we can invite some sunshine back into our lives. I tell you, we got like a little spring teaser in the beginning of April where it was like so warm and nice. And now the weather is garbage and I want my warm weather back. We were eating outside. It was like the weather was amazing. I was grilling all the time and now we're back to cool weather and rain. I'm just putting in the usual things, carpool times, wake up, bus drop. We'll be having a TV night after the kids go to bed. Then I will be doing work in the morning, then lunch, then we'll do all the admin stuff, and then we will switch and I will finish up with all of the monthly and content stuff that I said I was gonna work on. This green is very pretty and pretty close to the green in the planner. It's just like a little bit more green and a little bit less sage, I guess, but it's very pretty. I'm also like looking for a new bedspread in this color. I bought one at Target. Oh, our old one is that, and it has like a giant hole in it, so we need a new one, but I didn't like the one that I got at Target, so now I'm still on the hunt. But definitely feeling the sage green here. Okay, so that is it. So the last thing I need to do is make my to-do list. Okay, and that's an intensely full to-do list for the day, which is like a little bit more expanded on all of the various things that I plan to do. And I am going to leave this blank because I feel like I may end up even needing more to-do listing space, which I very rarely do. But I do want to like actually segment out my to-do list a little bit. Like all my admin stuff, and that's like all the filming bucket stuff, and then the work stuff is up there, and defrosting the meat will take 2 seconds, so I just need to remember to do it. So that is it for my Monday. Here is my weekly overview again and my weekly actions, my goals one last time. So that is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed getting to plan with me. Let me know if you want to see how the finished spread turns out. I always post pictures of it on Instagram, but I'm happy to do so on the community tab here as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and you can also check me out on Instagram and TikTok at MyCraftyPlans for even more planner fun. I will talk to you all next time. Bye!